There we go. All right. Hey, everyone, and welcome to Hooping Live. My name is Audrey Shear. I am the host of this show that is maybe familiar to you. If not, then this is a show all about hula hooping and hoop dance and all of its glories. If you have no idea what we're talking about, please stay tuned because you're about to find out, especially tonight because we have someone tonight that is, I guess you would say, a celebrity of hooping that is going to blow your mind with some seriously awesome hoop stuff tonight. But of course, if you are a regular viewer, then you know what's going on. You know that I have my boo Bryant, and we also have from last week we have Jamie, and I can't believe I just got her name right because I'm really bad at that, but I love her and she's great. And we talked about moons today, and it was like really good. So anyway, especially because moons are like, okay, not doing it. Okay, anyway, so we got Brian, we got Jamie, we have Nick Minton. I'm pretty sure, is that who? Yeah, we have Nick Minton. It's pretty cool. You guys are gonna love him, I promise. Him and I had a long chat today, like testing tonight and for tonight's show, and you guys are going to freak out. This kid, this handsome man has his hooping stuff together. You're gonna dig it. So anyway, I'm gonna let my reg Brian introduce himself, do a quick demo, talk a little bit about what he's been up to lately, and tell me why he's excited about tonight's show. And we will move down the line. And then while this happens, I want you guys to start thinking about what questions and comments you want to ask Nick. Of course, you can always ask Bryant and I or Jamie a question, whatever. But we are kind of trying to focus on Nick tonight because he has so much going on and I'm so popular. I'm just kidding. But he has so much going on right now that's so cool that I really want you guys to be a part of it, and I'm sure I would assume he does too. So stick around. We're going to do some demos, introduce ourselves, and then we'll get into the whole Nick thing. But for comments, to comment to us live, because this is a live show, unless you're watching it after. Ian, get out. Oh, it's Becca. Okay. Hey, Becca. I guess Becca is here. So, hold on. If Craig Ship texts me, that means something's probably wrong. You need to use the cameraman app. Hold on a second, guys. I'm like really excited that Nick is on the show. I'm sorry. All right. I think I'm using it now. Okay, so anyway, get your comments and questions ready and post them on Hooping Live's Facebook page. So go to Hooping Live if you haven't already on the Hooping Live Facebook page. The most recent post that has a link to this show right here. Put your comments and questions on that Facebook post, and that will get you to Nick Minton, and that will get you to get your comments and questions. I feel like people are kind of getting used to that now, and you can do that, but just make sure you do it because Nick is here and like in full-fledged gear, so we want to make sure we can, get as much awesomeness out of him as we can. So Becca is here, which is great. Hey, Becca. And Brian, I'm going to let you start off and do a demo and say hey.
Hello, it's me, Bryant, and as Audrey said earlier, I'm part of Hooping Live. I've been hooping for about a year and a half, and it started cyber hooping, and it started my journey in Thailand. And now I'm here in Hooping Live. I'll be doing a quick demo, and if you see any move or tricks that you see me do, you can always comment down below and ask them. Hey.
That was wonderful. I like how you held the pose there for a second. All right, and then I'm obviously going to save the best for last. But Jamie, would you like to go ahead and say hey and maybe do a little demo? It's up to you, but if you want to, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and do my demo with my 28-inch pewter silver hoop that I got from Minty Fresh Hoops. And just give me a second to move this.
By the way, guys, Minty Fresh Hoops is Nick Mitten's like thing. Like it's like his hoop. You guys are gonna learn more about it, but it's this really awesome hoop that is like, to me personally. Sorry if I'm like stealing your time right here, Jamie, but like to me it looks like a jewel almost, like a crystal. Like it looks like a hoop that is made of like a crystal almost, and he has all these crazy colors. It's really cool. He'll tell you more about it. I'll let Jamie do her quick demo, and then I'll say a few words about tonight's show, and then I'll let you guys get all the Nick that you want. But until then, like I said, get those comments and questions ready on the Hooping Live Facebook page and post them on the most recent post about tonight's show. All right, Jamie, it's all you.
All right, so this is what the hoop looks like. As you can see, it's got a little bit of texture on it right there, and it feels awesome when I do my isolations. So, I mean, it's definitely the best Poly Pro that I've ever had. I love it. So, here we go. There you go.
Nice. All right. Actually, I think from like my side, it didn't look too bad, but like, I just want you guys to all know that she is like working off of a phone right now, and the fact that she is like being a trooper and still like getting up on the show from a phone is like pretty cool. So anyway, I don't know if you guys could see the texture of the hoop very well on that, but if Nick will give you all the info and you guys can check it out. I'm assuming that Nick knows more about his hoops than I do, hopefully. But I'm gonna just do a quick demo myself. I don't know if I'm gonna do any music tonight with it, but I do want to say a few quick things as an update before we dive into the life of Nick. But I have some Kim Logan back there. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, I got some Kim Logan. I have a problem with muting myself, you guys. It's a habit that I apparently can't break. I go to meetings for it. Bad joke. Okay. Anyway, so as Hooping Live viewers, if you've been here before, unless you're like a Nick Minton fan and you're like, who is this girl? Why won't she stop talking? Where's my Nick? Well, your Nick will be here soon, so calm down. Make this about me for like 2 seconds. But no, in all seriousness, this is a small... Sorry, I thought my cat was like... Never mind. This is my new office. If you're friends with me on Facebook, then you've probably seen it. I have a great new setup, and you don't see a dead Christmas tree in the background anymore. Instead, you have a Pikachu and a Kim Logan, which, in my world, that's pretty awesome. And then, I mean, it's a pretty cool setup. So if you guys haven't seen it, then definitely check out my Facebook page, because Craig Ship helped me put it together, and like it looks really like organic, and like personally I feel it looks like really cool. And because I was looking at all of these desks and they were like $400, and like I couldn't find something the right height, and like nothing was working out. I'm like, I'm gonna have to spend all of this money, which is not gonna be fun, and buy this really expensive desk that probably won't work very well and it's gonna be hard to set up. And so Craig comes over and he's like, let's just buy a door. I'm like, I'm not gonna work on a door. But literally, my table right here is a giant unfinished door, and it looks so cool. I mean, it's held up by 2 filing cabinets, so I can put all my work in, like y'all's comments that I print off and stuff like that, and it looks so good. So I want to just give a shout out to Craig and, you know, everyone that has helped me put this office together, because it looks so good. And now I have room to like hoop, unless I hit my very delicate lamp, which you can't see, but I don't even feel comfortable. Let's see if it bounces down. No, all right. It's a delicate lamp. It has feelings. But anyway, I'll do a quick demo. And yes, I'm starting to part my hair down the middle. So if you are a Hooping Live fan or a fan of mine, this has happened. It is really, and it's gonna stay. But there was a moment in my life recently where I felt very like there was something missing from my life. But I felt kind of insecure. I don't know if any of you guys feel insecure, and I was like, what is going on? And I used to hide behind my bangs. Like most of you are probably used to me being either like this or all my hair back, like into a bun. But I put my hair down the middle, and I'm like, okay, I feel like, you know, it's always kind of joked about, like, people that wear their hair down the middle, it's kind of like dorky, but it worked, and I asked, literally, I mean, even Nick and Bryant, you know, said that they liked it too, so they get, like, input on this, but, like, everyone in my life said that they liked the hair down the middle thing, so we're going to stick with it, and I feel better too, because now it's like, does Audrey have half a face or a whole face? Surprise, whole face. It's like Taylor Swift's belly button, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to do a quick demo, and then we're going to get into the Nick thing. This is my first demo in this office, so I'm like kind of freaking out. Let's see. Are you okay? Are you okay? Did you want to come in? If you're going to come in, come in. I have to do a show. Come on. I'm going to shut the door. I'm going to shut the door. I'm going to shut the door. Push in. Push in. Push in. Push in. Yep, that's what I'm talking. Alright, you lost your chance. Okay, so we'll do a quick demo. Alright, let's see how this is gonna work. Nick kind of taught me that today, and that's why this is happening. I don't think my hoop is the right size. Alright. Anyway, the awkward moment when, oh, Nick is back. Nick, you missed it! You missed it! Hold on, alright, we're gonna, like, rewind here. Alright. Ready? Oh, and I was like, oh, I'm doing maybe something like this. And then I was ghosting, and I went like this. And then I did something that he tried to, or that he did earlier that I thought was cool. So, let's get into the Nick Minton business. All right, so guys, get your comments and questions ready for Nick because he is back. And so Nick, introduce yourself. Say who you are and do what you gotta do. Make use of what is happening. Hold on a second. God.
Can you see me?
You gotta come in or you can't come in.
Can you guys all see me?
Yeah, they can. No, they can't see you yet. Hold on. I have a cat issue to deal with. You.
Hi, kitty.
Sorry, Nick. Go ahead. Chakra's being a little.
You're good. Can you see me? Because I had like some difficulties.
No, you're a little blurry, but personally, you're a little blurry, but you look good.
Yeah, you sure?
You look like a good pixel. I can see you back there, by the way, in the corner. Hey, girl, hey. No, yeah, just go ahead and your audio sounds good, so just talk about yourself. Let us know about who you are and what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Cool. Sure. So I'm Nick Minton. I have been hooping for about 3.5 years. I started basically as soon as I moved to Florida. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. Went to school, did the whole school thing, got my accounting degree in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, took off to Colorado, pursued some rock climbing, was there for about a year, and then I moved to Florida to learn how to wakeboard, and that's kind of where the new chapter of my life started. It's when I started working at Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. It's obviously based after the movie Forrest Gump, for those of you that have seen it, probably most everyone. I started hooping there because they have hoops, jump ropes out in front for people to play with, and that kind of stuck, basically. Whenever it was slow, I would go play. I got decent, and I started taking it to festivals, and then I started getting better, started seeing more people playing with the hoops and seeing what was possible, and then I got really addicted to it. Yeah, 3.5 years, here I am. About a year ago, I decided to pursue actually teaching. I got certified with Hula Fit, which is in St. Pete. It's with Abby Albaum. She's awesome. I highly recommend her. If you're ever down there, look her up, Abby Albaum. I quickly realized that I wanted to not just be local, but I wanted to take it on the road. I have a deep passion for traveling, and I've been traveling now for about a year. I've been in Florida again for a few months, but I'm about to take off around Florida, which I'll talk about some of the tour dates that I plan on having. I'm starting to hit the West Coast here really soon of Florida. And then, yeah, so back in February is when I first started, and I saw 33 states. It's been absolutely incredible. I went from Florida to Maine all the way to Alaska. I got to perform at, I don't know, almost a dozen festivals. I've done about 100 workshops. It's been quite a ride. There's been at least a half a dozen times where I didn't think I was going to make it. It really seemed impossible, but something. So I hope that I can generate a lot of interest here with the community even more, so we can continue to kind of make this more of a regular thing for everyone, hoopers that want workshops and instructors that want to travel and do this same thing that I'm doing, perform, travel, teach. And I have some big plans that are going to probably take a couple years, basically building a traveling circus, which I'll talk a little bit about that later, but there's a lot to do with that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm selling hoops on the road. I realized that that was going to be pretty silly to not be offering, you know, the prop that I'm teaching when I'm seeing at least 5 new hoopers, if not 20 new hoopers a day or every other day in a different city or state. And yeah, it just seemed like I should be offering that for people that either don't have any or that want more. And I think we all want more hoops. So the hoops that I offer, just to talk about it really quick, they are molten tubing. It's called the Molten Collection. It is from Hoop Supplies, hoopsupplies.com. They're awesome. I highly recommend them as well as a supplier for those of you that are interested in buying some bulk tubing. So this tubing is textured. Now, I want to talk about it really quick because there's been some confusion amongst people when it gets passed along the telephone, if you will. So it is textured. There is a feel to it, and you can see it. And you may or may not be able to see it with this. I think you can. Yeah. So there's a texture there, but it's not going to add a whole lot more grip. The way I kind of compare it is if 3M tape is a 10, not sanding it or anything, regular polypro is a 1. All right, then we have 9, I'll say, is maybe waxing the hoop. 8 would be maybe sanding the hoop, and then this is like a 3 on the grip. So it's not going to give you, excess amount of grip to the point that you may not want to use anything else. But what is cool is it feels different. It feels a little kind of bumpy. So I recommend, like, the best trick for it is ghosting, for sure. It's really cool. But it will add a little bit more grip. But if you're looking for something to perform with, I would still recommend potentially sanding it if that's what you are looking for. But it is a good challenge. It's a lot of fun. So they kind of mentioned that it looks like jewels or something like that before. The green ones, for example, look like emerald. It's really cool. Yeah, so that's kind of a quick elevator pitch of everything. It's probably the quickest I've ever said it to, so I'm going to pat myself on the back.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Nick. Do you think you would be... Literally, my cat opened that door. Do you think you could do a demo for us? I mean, I don't want you to, like, spoil anything with your, class, like, you're traveling and stuff and doing your really, like, cool workshops. But I don't know if you're... can you do a demo for us?
Of course. It's the only way to get people to come, right?
Oh, hey. That's going to be great. And I don't know why my cat is, like, trying to, like, haunt tonight's show, but I'm sorry, Nick.
That's okay. There's a cat here somewhere, too. Back there. Alright, here's one that everyone loves. Ready? Wait for it.
Oh!
All right.
All right. So Nick, I have one quick question. Was that copyright music?
It might have been.
Well, I hope it wasn't. I don't think they're gonna notice, but maybe if I just don't want our thing to get the thing like with the music if it's copyrighted. Who made that song? Like who mixed it?
I'll tell you.
What are you doing?
It was a remix by Aphrodisiac Sound System. It was called Soul Rebel by Bob Marley. It was a remix.
Okay. Well, maybe that'll be okay. I don't know. I'll ask Craig. But sometimes like music that's copyrighted will get flagged, but maybe they won't care. But that was a sick demo.
Popular version, I don't think, but I think it'll be okay. Sorry.
We'll see. No, I'm sorry. I forgive you, I guess. I'm just kidding. No, it sounded so good to see like someone move to music. That's what so many people want on the show. So like.
You're welcome.
Welcome, Nick Minton, everyone.
Breaks rules.
But I was wondering. I mean, it was a little blurry on my side. I don't know about everyone else's, but you have a lot of videos out there, right? Like, what's your workshop gonna be like?
So my workshops, they kind of vary, but the main one that I've been focusing on around the country has been disconnected flow. So this idea is being able to disconnect from the prop, or in this case the hoop, and still having control of it. So the main things that I teach in this workshop are walk the dog, tosses, and body rolls, and how those relate, and then how you can connect those, how you can transition in and out of them, and into completely unrelated moves. Just kind of talking about how you can blend concepts. Anyway.
What?
Are you giving a fact?
Oh my God, no! It's like the end of the world. Stop it! I'm muting you. And it's not stopping. Oh my God, Jamie. That was Jamie. All right, never mind. Jamie, you just got abducted by aliens, and that's too bad because we liked you. Nick, continue.
All right, where was I? That was kind of distracting. Threw me off.
I mean, I think you were talking something about hula hooping. I really don't know what that is, but whatever.
Oh, hula hooping, that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, what I teach in the workshop. So basically, the tosses, the walk the dogs, all that stuff, how it transitions. I also want to let everyone know that I layer the class. So for those of you that are beginners, have never hooped, and you're just like, you've been lurking in the shadows waiting to hoop for a year, or if you've been hooping for 5 years, I promise I have material, or ideas at least, that can challenge anyone. I layer it in the beginning. I kind of give everyone a ground, like a foundation, kind of the basics for everyone to understand. The tech, if you will. I talk about flow versus tech. I talk about all the beginner planes and things like that very briefly, but then I start to focus on advanced things. So everyone's intrigued. Everybody's kind of got something to work on, But yeah, so
Yeah, so
I also have been doing other workshops, like 1 or 2, basically creative folding or isolations. Folding being like anything that's 3-dimensional. So you see a lot of foldy moves that spin with like an axis in the middle.
Hey Nick, when you're doing this, go kind of slower if you can, because you are a little blurry. So do whatever you're doing, do kind of slower.
Is that good?
A little slower. Like a little. I'm just kidding, not that slow, but no. Just kind of like as like a comfortable slow.
Okay, nice and brown. All right, so basically anything that's 3-dimensional, that's kind of like the creative folding class. I started to offer this workshop so people could have something else to come to if they wanted to attend more workshops. This could be anything from like a coin spin. It could be smears and escalators. It could be 3D tosses. It could be, geez, there's a million things. I can't even think of them right now, but you get the idea. And then also with isolations, I work on showing that you can also do these things with outside grips, and how you can basically do cat eyes inside or outside, how you can ghost and all the different variations of ghosting, and then transitions into other vertical hooping as well. I have a lot of different concepts that I'm working on as well for other workshops, including an all-around flow workshop, so we can kind of see where different props relate with the same movements. Maybe it's a weave, maybe it's a jump through type deal, or a jump over. You kind of get the idea with that too. So it's a lot in the works, lots and lots.
I like that a lot. So that's what I love about your flow. I'm sorry, that my cat keeps opening the door. Did you want to say hi? Like, are you getting an attention?
What's the cat's name? You should introduce him or her.
Oh, trust me. Anyone that watches the show knows my cat. But if not, and you're a Nick Minton fan and not my fan, which is kind of weird, I'm just kidding. Nick and I are like BFFs now. This is Chakra. He has a little third eye symbol on his nose. If he would hold.
Pretty kitty.
He is, and look at the little paws. I mean, look at that paw. You just.
Look what I have.
Is it a dog? I don't want to see if it is.
It's not the dog. It's Kitty.
Let's see. Brian has rarity. You have a, what is it?
So fun fact. Are you ready?
Yes.
His pet's name is Nico, and my name is Nicholas, which could also be Nico, which is Japanese for cat.
That's sweet. Look at that cat. I just want to I want to put his paw in my mouth. All right, guys, please don't judge me that I just did that. Everyone's probably like, ew, like, where has that paw been? And this paw has been in heaven, because this is my little slice of heaven. Are you my little slice of heaven? Just kidding, the show's not about Nick, it's about how cute my cat is.
This show is about cats.
Look at that face.
Hoops and cats.
Hoops and cats and hoops and cats.
He hates it. I'm sorry, baby, lay down. He's like, I want to get the hell out of here now. Actually, kind of, that pod just did not taste as good as I was hoping it would. Shakri, we gotta do a pedicure. Anyway, so Nick, I want to know, with your hoops, you know, you kind of explained. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I didn't even want to ask my question because we have comments from the viewers, and I'm like totally ignoring them because welcome to my life. Okay, so we have a comment from Ash. Literally, you are so weird. Like, stop taking away from Nick's show and just choose. There. Come in and out as you please. Great.
That's great.
It's so funny. Shocker, you're kind of being a butthole.
Yeah, he's good. He's
right,
okay.
As long as Nick says it's okay. Actually, Grace Ashlyn Davis says, hello from NC. So I'm just kidding. So I've got the escalator going up my body from my legs, but I can't seem to understand getting the hoop down from my hand to my legs. I've watched it a million times, or a million videos, but I can't seem to understand it. Thanks. Nick, do you want to teach it, or do you know what she's talking about?
I think she's talking about the reverse escalator from the top down.
From the top to the down. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. Talk about that really quick. Bring this up to the top a little bit. All right, so with the reverse escalator, that's also a folding trick. It's basically going to fold down your body. I have a fan above me, so I'm going to kind of swap down a little so you can kind of see this. I think the important part is at the top first, and then we'll talk about the rest in a minute. But I think, let's see, the easiest way to teach this, there's a few ways you can do it. You can have it where it comes right to your neck and continues to fold down. You could have it to where it hits your shoulder and folds down. Or you could also have it where it wraps around your arm an extra time. So instead of coming here, you actually get your head out of the way. If you see here, it actually wraps all the way around, and I have to kind of let go because I can't hold on anymore, and that's the point where it starts to fold. So the first thing after that would be to give it enough force to actually fold, because if you just kind of throw it here, it might just fall. I got lucky there. So you have to give it enough force this way, and as it starts to fold down, that's when you let go. Again, any part of your side, if you hit that, it'll also help. And it's kind of weird, but if you watch my hand and my leg, sometimes depending on where I'm coming from, if I hit my neck, my arm kind of catches it to help it down. If I do it at my shoulder, here on the side, my hand will actually kind of scoop it right at the bottom to help it come out as well. Just do it from the side. And if I do it with that extra wrap, like this, I pick my leg up to help deliver that down as well. Do that again. But you want to really let go at the last moment on that extra flip. And I'm going to the inside towards my face, and then letting go. When I pick that leg up, the right leg, I'm doing the right hand. Also, it's important to know that you can do everything both ways. So I'm going to the inside and wrapping and letting go. But I can also go to the, that's inside, so I can go to the outside as well. And it's going to come around to this side. So with that being said, make sure you do everything both ways. Currents, tricks, reversing, anti-spins, everything.
Thank you for saying that. You know what? I feel like a lot of people kind of miss out on the whole reverse thing. And then I want to just do one quick point. Maybe, hopefully, Shocker won't get in my way here. I know any of you guys who have cats and hoops know that this happens. I don't know why. It's a phenomenon. Nick?
Yes.
Nick and I have had, like, the worst time with words today. Or actually, I've had really bad times with words. Nick has just laughed at me because apparently I don't know words.
Somehow I got pulled in on this too. I don't
You
know.
did. I'm blaming you. Like, I say a word wrong and magically you're laughing. Like,
I'm not
anyway.
making fun of you. It's okay. I'm laughing with you.
Oh, with me. Great. All right. But from my body, from my leg, and I can. My hand. You know what? Actually, Nick did a fine job. I'm not even doing it. Nick, you pissed me off. I'm just kidding. No, but you did a great job explaining that. Let's just go to the next comment so we can get through these. All right. Mark Skid says, "Hey, Hooping Live from
Austin.
Or Australia." Australia or Austin, Nick?
I don't know. Where are you seeing these comments? I want to see.
They're on the side. Can you not see the sidebar? Are you on the chat?
I'm on the chat on the sidebar. Oh, hey. Okay, I see.
Now you can like hear all the secrets.
I see.
Just kidding. We're not that secretive. We're pretty open. I mean, Pikachu's right there. Am I gonna get like in trouble for like showing Pikachu or something? Like, apparently I got in trouble for showing my Taylor Swift ornament last show. They're like,
what about Roxy back there?
what?
Roxy, your surf.
Oh yeah. Oh, endorsement. Anyway, Natalie says, "Girl, I promise you I try." Not sure if we should be commenting here or not, but I was just wondering if Nick will be doing a workshop in Minneapolis. Can you say it for me, Nick, please?
Minneapolis.
I went to art school. I'm like genuinely embarrassed.
I'm a numbers guy.
Cat dog behind you. Damn that thing. Are you going to do a workshop in Minneapolis or St. Paul? Or know of any good workshops in my area to take? Haven't taken one yet, and I'm interested. Ugh! Computer's going so slow tonight.
Ugh. Yeah, so Minneapolis. Basically, the places I've already hit. I started in February last year. I did all of Florida. I cruised up the East Coast. By June, I was in Maine, and I had wiped out the whole East Coast. Then I went to Electric Forest by the end of June. And then I went to Alaska for July and August. And then but I also hit some of the Midwest. And then I proceeded to do like North Dakota and Minneapolis and all that, like Wisconsin area afterwards. So I'm thinking I might be back in that area this summer. It would be in early June if it were to happen. I'm still figuring out my Midwest plans. I'm going to be coming from like Montana over to Ohio / Michigan. And that's going to be June, the month of June, because I'm making it to Electric Forest. So I don't know when that's going to happen again, but you know what? I will tell you someone that is in the area. Give me just 1 second.
Nick, while you do that, I'm just going to make a quick comment. Everyone is telling me that they think you are so cute. My mom just said that you were cute, and some other people who I will not name think you're cute, and you are getting like a bunch of love
Give me the
here. So,
hey, Valentine's Day is coming up, and with that being said,
I mean, are you single, Nick?
I am single.
Oh, okay, Hoopers. Well, look at that. We have apparently
Going on the run.
Hey.
Hey.
With a cat dog.
Chilling with cat dogs.
I didn't mean to like make you put you in the spotlight there. Continue whatever you were doing.
No, you're good. So Lars Carlson is actually in Minneapolis. He's an incredible hooper. He does a lot of doubles. So if you're looking for doubles, and also he does a lot of like shoulder kind of vertical hoop stuff. He also does a lot of arm hooping. By arm hooping, I mean he actually grabs it with his arm and kind of does this this kind of thing with it, which is kind of cool. So then adding doubles with that too. So he's awesome. Check him out. He's in Minneapolis. Again, Lars Carlson. Hope he doesn't mind me recommending him, but he's really good. So anyways, he's in Minneapolis, and I know that there's a decent little community there. So if you're really interested, you can always reach out to me. I can try to reach out to the community that I saw when I was there. It was kind of rainy, so I think it was rainy there. Yeah, I don't remember. So many places. But I can definitely reach out to those people if anyone's interested.
Nick, you're awesome. Okay, thank you. All right, hopefully that answers your question, and if not, of course, you can always watch the show after the show is over, and I think continue to comment on it. And, you know, Nick, I'm sure, is always open to answer your comments and questions. So next comment was the same comment. Is Nick single? Oh, my God. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Also, what is Nick? Kayla Tubiola says, is that what her name is? Kayla Tubiola says, is Nick single? Also, what is Nick's favorite hooping move / combo?
Ooh. So we already know the first one's yes, single. But hooping combos, it's kind of cool story. Something I teach in my workshop is a walk the dog wedgie combo, which I think a lot of us may or may not know. This is actually one of the tricks that really got me inspired to stick with hooping. As I was outside at Universal Studio, I was really slow. I was kind of goofing around with the hoops. Every now and then this like gym comes out of the park and someone knows how to hula hoop, and she comes out and she's like busting out all these crazy moves and blowing my mind. And I'm like, after about a minute, she whipped out the walk the dog, and I was already kind of like, all right, that's awesome. But then when it came back, I just saw it like crawl up her body, and I was kind of blown away. So that's what really got me stuck into the idea, and I actually learned it really quick. I got lucky. I know the wedgie is kind of a tough move for a lot of people, so don't be discouraged with it. I've seen people get it also beginner status, and they get it really, really quick. So I'll show that really quick. And I'm going to show you something else that I kind of came up with. Well, I'm going to show you 4 things. All right, puppy. Layla. You got me on my knees. All right.
I'm sorry, if you're not singing Taylor Swift, then you're not supposed to sing on my show.
Are you ready? You see this? All right, so the one that got me into it was this. Can you see this? Can you see this? that too fast?
Actually, no, that looks really good. You're good.
All right, cool.
You're good. It looks good again.
Jump on. So that's what sold me. And from that, I've come up with a few other combos. So as this happens, the wedgie, if you hoop to your left, I think a lot of right-handed people hoop to our left. That'll be counterclockwise if you look down and watch the hoop rotating. If you hoop to the left and you do the wedgie and you want to go on-body hooping or just have it fold up to a comfortable rotation, you want to push with your right leg and have your left leg inside, like so. So you straddle hoop, put the left leg in, and push with the right leg. That way it goes to your left in your dominant direction. If you hoop to the right, you're going to put your right leg in, push with your left. All right, so if you actually want to waist hoop, if you immediately spin in the direction you're pushing your leg to, then it takes that momentum and it kind of takes the wobble out and stops folding and starts to level out horizontally. Wait for it. Sometimes it goes all the way up to your chest. Sometimes you can catch it right before it hits your hips, like that. It's not so bad. But anyways, that's how you go on-body hooping. Now, to show the other 3 or 4 moves here, this approach is straight on, and you put your left leg in, and you wedgie. Then I realized that we could also, let's see, we could also, hold on, it's been a minute since I've done this. All right, cool, ready? There's left leg in, and then there's also this one. So that I actually step out to the side and jump in. Because I realized that the hoop could come to my right side or my left side as opposed to straight on. So if it comes to my right side, you can go over. I think a lot of people know this one. And focus it on my feet a little bit so you can see what's going on here. But as it comes back on my right side, my left leg goes over and it's crossed. And really what's happening here is the exact same thing as this, which is the original. And if you watch me here, you'll see why. As it's right here on the side, if I do a 180, I'm now in the exact same position that I'm in for wedgie. So if I turn around again, now I'm backwards. 180, keep the feet in the same position here. I've got that. And this is basically just an extra flip for the wedgie. Now, Audrey, I see you with the wedgie. I'm going to tell you to put the hoop, kind of grab it and push it as far out as you can as it's touching the inside of the hoop with your calf. As you kind of go over top of it, you push it out. That's how you get the most whip with the hoop.
Hold on. Okay, so
So as opposed to being here, you don't want this gap. You want it here.
I feel like I just have the hoop in between my legs right now. Like this is kind of like where I am. I don't know about y'all, but this is like I'm feeling like what you said, but like I just feel like I'm doing this right now. I'm like, this is very awkward and uncomfortable for me.
Right, so you hoop to the left or to the right, Audrey?
Both.
Oh, good answer.
I mean, I'm more comfortable, I guess. I'm more of a left hooper. But
Good.
I don't know why, but off-body tricks I do better the other way. But keep going.
Okay, so like me, you hoop to the left. So you'll put your left leg, foot, in. Here, do you want me to face the other way? Is this easier? So left leg's in, right? Put your left leg in. Shake all about. Do the hokey pokey. Oh, I know. And then you want it to be out here. You don't want it to be here. So the inside of the hoop's touching your calf, and then you're going to push with this leg as you squeeze your thighs together and push it across. The knee is going to come across the body, kind of like an upward angle, and going through the hoop. Maybe even add the hand and do this, and then add the leg, and make sure that the leg's staying in contact with the hoop. That way you get the feel of what your leg's actually supposed to be doing. Make sure it's tight, make sure it's actually folding, and it's not just kind of flopping around. I think a lot of times people don't add enough push with the knee, and they also sometimes will keep the knees locked and try to do it like this.
Yeah, that's why I'm locked in my knees.
So you got to pick the knee up. It's kind of like doing the can-can, right? Let me see it. Hold on. Do it again. Okay, so you're trying to go on body too, which is your foot's getting stuck. So this is kind of a difficult thing to teach. It's getting that leg up and inside. So a lot of times people will lift that leg that's blocking the hoop, and they'll lift it out in front of them or on the side. I recommend bringing the foot to the back of the other knee because that leg is already in the hoop. It's already part of the equation, if you will. So if you bring what's not inside the hoop close to what is inside the hoop.
I did it! Woo!
Did you do it? Let's see it. Do it again.
Oh God, please don't make me do it. Do I have to do it live on? All right, I'll try to do this again. All right. The day I wear a dress on my show. Let's see if I can do this again.
Oh, yeah.
It's for views. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Hold on. I know I'm kind of doing it a little bit differently, but
Behind your left knee. Hold on. You're pulling your foot up like this. Check this out, Audrey. That was closer. So you're pulling your foot up like this. Do this instead. Ready? Yes, you're getting closer. Now your foot's still kind of up high in the back. Bring it here. So maybe even practice stepping back into the hole of the hoop, like that. It's kind of weird, but if you swing the hoop like this and just step back and in, that's essentially what you're doing. But then you're just not stepping, you're actually just going to keep your foot here. It's kind of like making a 4 with your knee or with your legs. Start saying that. That's pretty good. Here you go, Audrey. Check this out. You make the letter 4 as you push.
the 4 makes sense. I like that. Oh, Brian's got it. Hold on, Brian. Do that again. Now he's like, oh God.
Let's see, Brian. Yeah, he's got it. Nicely done, sir.
And then we have like the host of Hooping Live that's like, oh, what's happening?
This is your first question?
I feel like I'm just like I wanted to like not kill my cat. Chuck, can you move? I'm sorry, baby. I know life sucks, but you gotta move. Okay. Hold on. All right. So I have it between my legs. Oh, that's what she said, literally. And
so close. Hold on. So you're over top of the middle of the hoop. Right before you go, roll it away from you to where, yeah.
So yes. I'm gonna go boom.
Boom. You're close.
I had it at one point, guys, I swear, but you know like whenever you film yourself hoop and no one's watching, you get the move? I swear I got it. I can do really good isolation.
Follow through with your right leg. You have to push harder and follow through, like if you ever shot a basketball and they say follow through with a gooseneck.
Yes, I have shot so many basketballs in my lifetime. I'll cut the video and make it look like I got it.
You're coming to my workshop in Sarasota, right?
Oh, funny you would say that. Yes, all right. So I'm gonna stop with that because apparently I can't get it. Right now, I got it once, I swear. But I think why is she waving at us? Anyway.
Oh, is it already?
What time is it? All right. Well, we're gonna go for like 5 more minutes because we're not. Unless if someone needs to go on the bottom room, you guys can go. But I want to talk a little bit before we are done with the show. We have 2 comments saying Natalie Sheezen says, I go to the local hoop jam and Lars shows up. I know who you're talking about, smiley face. And,
Yeah, ask him. Ask him for some help. Hopefully he'll give you a little advice on some stuff.
well, I'm sure he's a great dude. But yeah, I want you guys to know if you're in the Florida area, I'm going to let Nick talk a little bit about his workshops, but I'm going to be at his workshop and we're going to do some, I mean, Nick, I think you know, but we're going to do like a live thing. Like we're going to like be doing a live show from his workshop, and now it's not going to be the whole time, so it's not like you can just like get like a free view, but we're going to do like kind of like a little live feed of what's going on. But I'm going to let Nick give you the Florida dates and give him or give all y'all his information, but you guys should really show up to his workshop, because on many occasions I know workshops have been kind of like a hard thing for people lately. And I mean, even like for showing up to Hooping Live, when I have 50, 60, 100 of you, it's like it's easy. You can go online, click in, drop in, drop out, whatever. And doing live workshops can be really hard. So I really want y'all to know that when someone comes out and does a workshop, that it's something that's really special and does a lot for the community. And as far as I'm concerned, Nick is doing donation based, and with all of the talent that Nick has, doing a donation based workshop is like A, very rare, and B, incredibly generous, because he's trying to be giving to the community. So personally, I feel like he should, Nick, just tell us your dates and tell us what's going to go on.
All right. So the dates. We'll try to keep this short and to the point. I've got Gainesville coming up on Friday the 12th of February. I have Brandon, Florida, coming up with Serena Lang in a studio, and that is going to be that one's actually not donation based. Whenever I have a studio, I typically charge a little bit to cover that cost. So that's on Valentine's Day. That's in Brandon. Come on out. If you don't have Valentine, or if you do, give a date. I think we're going to be ending by early evening, late afternoon. So you have time to go on your little date, get your chocolate. We've also got Tampa the next day, which is at a park on Monday the 15th. I'm going to pull out the slack line as well. It's going to be at Curtis Hickson Park. We've also got St. Pete, which is going to be potentially the 19th, and this is also going to be a little different. It's going to be kind of like a Qigong-infused hoop workshop with another person. So it's going to be kind of more energy and balance based, which is going to be really cool. Then we've got Sarasota, Saturday, February 20th, and Hooping Live will be there as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be at Island Park, or Marina Bay, I believe it's called, right?
Oh my gosh. Marina Jacks.
Marina Jacks.
Marina Jacks.
Okay. I've also known the Island Park.
Wait, what? Maybe that's the name of the thing, but I might be wrong right now, because is it the thing next to the big statue?
Go and look at my events. Yes, where the big statue is, where their dance center, kiss center, whatever they're doing. But this is going to be on the event pages, so if you look me up, you'll find all this information. We've also got Fort Myers on Sunday the 21st, which is going to be just before their drum circle. So like, the mid-afternoon, and their drum circle starts at 7, and we did something there about 2 months ago, and it was a really awesome turnout, and we got to spin fire afterwards at the park. That's at Centennial Park. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up. Then after that, I'm probably going to be taking a break in Orlando, doing a workshop there right before Aura Music Festival. I'll be the assistant fire manager the assistant manager for fire performers. So that's really awesome. Then after that, I'm kind of like up in the air. I got some stuff in Colorado coming up in April. Those are set in stone. March is open. There's still some room to play. We've also got Alaska coming up too in the summer, but that's starting to get far out. So one last thing to talk about with the workshops is the donation-based idea. I want to bring people to come out to the workshops without them feeling like they're separated by money. I started sending out a lot of personal messages to generate interest and see who I'm missing with my invitations and the local people that are sending out their invitations. And I started realizing there's a lot of people that weren't getting the word. So personally messaging people really helped. But I found a lot of people had an issue with the obligation of paying money. They had plenty of reasons that were all valid. I wanted to basically eliminate that, and I already feel like money eliminates or separates enough people as it is. So with this, it gives people a chance to connect with the community, kind of see who's around, and then we all get to connect and share our stories, how we got into it. I bring that up so we can all bond, and then hopefully it starts a trend in their community to where they can do it more regularly and start to see, who is willing to be teaching, because there's usually somebody that wants to teach or that is just hiding in the shadows. So the idea is to get people to come out and have fun. If you can't donate, bring a smile, bring a gift, bring a trade, or just bring a friend, whatever you got to do. And yeah, so that's pretty much why I'm doing the donation base. And it actually took me, to 33 states that way. I'd say about 70% of the workshops were donation-based last year. So, I mean, it shows you that there is a community, there's potential, and I would love to make money doing this to the point that I could invest more into this idea and make this more accessible for more people. So that's the goal. Eventually, I will probably start charging as my time is getting a little bit more taken up. It just becomes a little bit harder to make things happen. So hopefully you guys can come out to the donation-based workshops while they're still around. I got about a year left of that, I think, maybe a year and a half, and then I'm going to start doing international stuff and kind of doing bigger workshops. Trying to get more people on the road doing workshops as well. That's where I'm at.
Well, I want you guys to know, with what he just said to you, Nick is giving y'all a big gift. And I'm not trying to be like, a Hooping Live. Oh, I'm just trying to up-talk, this big hooper on my show. Like, doing a special, donation-based thing, that's big. And when he told me that, we're going to get deep just before the show ends. Becca Bryant, if you guys have to go, I'm sorry. We're going to chat a little bit longer because we actually have a high number of viewers right now, higher than we usually do at the end of the show. So I'm going to keep us going just a little bit longer, if that's okay with you, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As long as, there's more of you, so if we can have a little bit more of Nick, since we have viewers, that's great. If you guys have to go do something, that's fine. But, donation-based things, especially with hooping and how, a lot of people doing workshops, I really like that he's doing this donation-based thing. And what's going to happen is that with Nick's workshop in Sarasota, I'm going to be there. Hopefully I can get Craig Ship to be there. And I was talking to a friend of mine today, and I'm thinking about bringing a cheese platter or something, and making my donation not only financially, but bringing drinks, not drinks, I can't do that, but I'll bring coconut waters and little sandwiches
Okay.
and, you know, I'll do stuff like that, and I'll provide food maybe, because he's going to be in a park. So we'll be outside, because I'm going to be there. And I'm pretty sure Craig hopefully can make it there too. And if Craig is there, then maybe you can get your, like, some time in on a video, and then Nick can get, you know, some more promotion. You can come out and hang out with Nick, learn all of his tricks.
Nick with the tricks.
Hey. And, you know, have fun and have some snacks and, you know, hang out. And, like, I really think it'd be special if we could all come together and really make this workshop something big, because I feel, God, I hope I'm not like being like doing like a Taylor Swift writing to Apple movement right now with the hooping community, but I feel like the community of hoopers, that workshops have been dying a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing some nods, yeah. So workshops have been dying a little bit, and especially financially, because it's like you can see so much online. That's why I didn't want Nick to teach too much online tonight, because I want, you know, there's so much being in the moment, like being with the actual hooper. And if you guys can't get out there and go be with Nick and the community that is going to come to the show, and myself and Craig and whatever, that's fine. Don't, like, you know, don't be hard on yourself. But if you can, just come out and chill. Like, if you can donate something, obviously that would be very special. And, you know, I know a lot of people say, you know, money is the root of evil or whatever, but we're in a society right now where money is going to help us out. And Nick is not only doing these workshops and has devoted his time to travel to get to as many people as he can to teach, you know, his lesson, but he is trying to put out this beautiful, you know, crystallized looking hoops, which I know a lot of you like crystals. I don't even hesitate saying that I know most of my viewers love some crystals. And he's putting out this beautiful hoop and trying to give so much to the community. I mean, you heard him, he said he went to school, and he knows business, and he knows hooping, and he knows passion. So not only with Nick, like with Baxter and Tiana and anyone else has a workshop in your area, if you're saying, oh, well, you know, I can just go watch them online, yes, you can. But if you can maybe take a little bit of your finance and put it towards a workshop, I mean, I pinky promise you that it will be worth it. Not only the experience, but the lessons and meeting your community. Like, there's a difference between knowing, like, Nick and Brian and Becca and Jamie and myself online. Like, we have I feel like I have a relationship with y'all online for the show. I mean, like, Brian and I are, like, best friends almost, and we've never met each other in person, and, like, Becca too. And, but when you can meet a hooper in person, it is so special. And I know I'm not crazy when I say that. So come out to the Florida things, guys. Like, I'll be at the Sarasota one. Maybe I'll try to make it to the other ones, but the Sarasota one is going to be epic. I mean, like, we're talking, like, you know, I know the weather is going to be good. I'm putting that out there for my new moon wish. Like, that, yeah, girl, you know what I'm talking about. That it's going to be good weather, and we're going to have an awesome time. And as I kind of wrap up that thought, I want to tell you guys that if you are into the moon thing, it is a new moon today, and new moons are really good for kind of making a wish almost and letting that wish fulfill itself. And my wish is that Nick's workshops are going to be epic, and that y'all are going to come out and hang out with me, because I want to meet you all, and I know Nick wants to meet you guys, because I know he has a very prominent online personality. But I feel like I'm talking for you, Nick. Do you want to say anything else before the end of the show?
A couple things I did forget. I've been chatting with Hoop Supplies. This is kind of exciting. I know a lot of people have been asking me if they offer the 5/8 inch size for this tubing. I don't want to get anyone too excited yet. I don't have any confirmation, but they did put in a request with their supplier, so there's a good chance that we will be getting molten 5/8 tubing. I can't promise, and I'm not speaking for them, so to speak, but they told me that they didn't see any reason why it would not be a thing. So that's cool. So now people can maybe get more into the idea of doubles with these, so that way they can work with smaller hoops. And also, just to touch base with what you were saying about the snacks, I want to give a shout out to Jamie Doria up in New York. She's a hoop dance teacher in Huntington on Long Island. She actually was one of my biggest helps on my tour. We promoted my workshop up there for like 4 or 5 months. We got like 25 people out there. It was incredible. I bought a big platter of snacks with cheese and hummus and this and that and chips, crackers, all the things. We got a bunch of tea and water and everything, and brought hundreds of feet of tubing and made like 20 or 30 hoops. It was like the biggest hoop party I've ever seen. It was really fun. It was like 6 hours long. I want to do more stuff like that. So I encourage you to bring snacks. They're definitely fun. There's one more thing I wanted to say, but I can't remember it for now, so I think that'll be it.
All right. Well, if you have anything else you want to say, you always have the Hooping Live platform to get your word out. I want to let Bryant go ahead and say some of his information. And I know he didn't get to say a lot today, but we did have a special guest. So if you want to talk to Bryant, he's always there for you. So Bryant, if you want to say a little something and whatnot.
Oh, sure. So yeah, you can find me on my Instagram at DangBryant, and you can be sure to follow us on our Hooping Live Instagram page as well. And yeah, I also have a YouTube channel. It's Bryant Dang, and I'm also on Facebook, so I'll add you if your Facebook profile picture is a hula hooping thing. And yeah.
Alrighty, Aphrodite. Sorry, I'm still working on the whole unmuting myself thing. It's a fickle button. Is your button like weird too on your Yeti, Bryant?
Yeah.
Like you have to like really like push it so it like, okay, good. See, I'm not crazy. And then of course I want to give a huge shout out to Becca for being so awesome, and Jamie for coming on the show. I know Jamie didn't get to say a lot, but if you watched last week's show, you'll get to hear a lot from her. She's awesome, great hooper, big promoter for Nick, and we'll do a lot more promotions so you guys can learn more about Nick and all that he's doing, because I think, everything that he's doing and the people around him are creating this really cool platform for hoopers, which is kind of what we need right now. So, God, even though we still have a lot of viewers, I'm going to have to end the show, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I can nicely ask Nick to be on the show again sometime. Nick, do you want to give out do you want to give your information and I'm just crazy?
I don't know if I did give it out. So you can find me at Minty Fresh Hoops on Facebook. That's kind of like the shop, if you will, which will link you to Etsy. I've also got a fan page, Nick Minton, which you might also find on my personal page, but maybe you'll see the difference. And then finally, I have a website that's in the works. It's almost done. It's up. It's live, but there's still some more content I'm working on, but you're free to check it out. It's also mintyfreshhoops.com. That's it.
Alrighty, awesome. And then Jamie, did you want to put out your info as well? Oh, I kind of went quickly on her there. Did you want... Nick is single. Oh my god. Aliens are attacking, and Nick is single, apparently. So we're going to stop at that, because that's freaking me the hell out.
Is it Jamie's mic? You're muted, Audrey.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, told you that's a problem. Why? Okay, let's see if I can keep her muted. Okay, well, yeah, sorry girl, you sound like an alien right now. But Nick is single. I don't know if you guys saw that on the bottom. That was actually pretty cute. Why can't we just focus on hooping and not Nick's availability? Anyway, hooping's a great thing, guys, and it changed your life. And apparently if you're into Nick, go to his workshop, since that's like what the only thing people care about. Like, people care about hooping, but you know, I've worked really hard to try to make everything about hooping, but I'm just kidding. Okay, so guys, Hooping Live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. Thank you, Nick Minton, for joining us tonight. Bryant, Becca, Jamie, you guys are awesome. Precious as ever. And again, I will share all of Nick's information on the Hooping Live Facebook page, so you guys can check out his stuff, get to learn more about what he's doing and whatnot. Thank you for all sticking around for so long, all of y'all. That's pretty cool. And of course, you can watch the show after it's done with. So if you did miss it or missed a portion, they're recorded, and you can watch any Hooping Live episode that you want, and which means you can continue to watch the one tonight after it's over. Anyway, hoopinglive.com. You can find all of our links. We have a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram, all that good stuff. Just Hooping Live, easy as can be. Until next time, guys, Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. Nick Minton, go see him, do his workshop, and continue to hoop, because I'd be really sad if you didn't. So, love y'all. See you next week.